Well, we are passing by Charleston, South Carolina on our run north away from the tropical storm or whatever storm it is at the moment, Ian. And we were supposed to stop here in Charleston. That was our initial plan. But because of Ian heading this way, we're not staying here. We got to keep running north to try to outrun him. So just as we're passing the Coast Guard station here in Charleston, the Coast Guard cutter that was docked here is getting underway. Highly possible it's doing the same thing we're doing, running from the storm. When I was in the Navy, anytime a hurricane would be heading towards our harbor, every ship in the harbor would empty out and we just go out to sea and do circles for 2 to 3 days until the storm passed. They just go out far enough to be beyond the reach of the hurricane. Well, every boater gets a little nervous when the Coast Guard comes around because they might board us. Not that we're doing anything wrong, but you never know what they might find. But how about getting a little nervous about this guy following you? I actually think it'd be pretty cool if they wanted to stop me and board me. I'd have to tie up to them, and
I agree. I agree. It'd be awesome.
Marie's on board with them boarding us.
I would be telling every one of them to subscribe, give us thumbs up, and to comment.
Never had to raft up to 100 and something foot Coast Guard cutter before.
It's a nice looking boat.
When I look in the camera, it just looks like that one thing sticking up.
The one I was telling you about last night. It's good.
It's right here.
Oh no, you're fine.
Okay, just camera.
You're gorgeous. Would you like somebody to powder your face for you and
Get your hands off me, woman.
put the white whatever stuff around your collar and.
So it is Saturday and we are crossing Charleston Harbor, and everybody is out enjoying the breeze in their sailboats, and Marie counted over 50 sailboats out here.
Just in this one little area.
Just right around us. We're not talking in the distance, right here around us that we're having to cut through. But we still got that Coast Guard cutter back behind us. I don't know if you can see him back there, but we're hoping all the boats will see him coming and get clear of the way, because the sailboats have the right of way, and sometimes that's a nightmare for us motor vessels, because they when there's a bunch of them out here, we got to try to just zigzag around them.
We play Frogger.
Yeah, we play Frogger with them because they don't have to move. They got the right of way. So we're hoping the Coast Guard cutter will clear the way for us. Well, we made it through. There was a couple close calls, but we made it through. The Coast Guard cutter chickened out. They just stopped back there. They're just sitting back there watching. So thanks a lot, Coast Guard. You're supposed to pave the way for us. Today is day 5 of running from the hurricane, and the map that came out today, the predicted route, wasn't much different than yesterday, so we're just continuing to run north until something changes. So there's a little building with a dock on the ICW on the Waccamaw River called Pyatt's General Store. And we've seen it every time we've gone up and down the ICW, but never stopped because we're always on the way somewhere and it's just a little bitty thing anyway. But we're getting ready to drop anchor to hide from Hurricane Ian, and this is the last place possible to get any kind of provisions whatsoever. We're going to be anchored for at least 5 days. So we thought we'd check it out. It's only half an hour from where we're anchoring, and see if we could get a few provisions before we drop the hook. But because it's been weeks since we provisioned, but it doesn't look like anybody's there. It doesn't look like it's open, but maybe it's one of those things where when they see you come, they come down from their house and open the store for you. We don't know. So we're gonna pull up to the dock and see what we can get. Well, we pulled up to the dock and successfully docked, but it was closed. And two gentlemen came down and talked with us. They live there. Apparently it's a large extended family that lives in that little area, and one of them runs that general store. Unfortunately, there had been an illness in the family, and the woman that runs the store, I believe it was her husband, she took her husband to the hospital, so the store was closed. But it is apparently open most of the time, normally, for boaters to pull up to. So we'll have to try it again and see what's in there and check it out. So they're going along in an airboat, spraying the edge of the grasses. I assume that they're spraying for mosquitoes, but that's just a guess. Well, we gave up running. We've gotten about as far as we can to get away from the strongest winds. We're on a side river called Thoroughfare Creek, and we've been here before. We really enjoy this place. It's really cool, but for purposes of the storm, it's a good place to hide. Off over there is lots of tree protection, and that's the direction the winds are coming from. It's also the direction the river's coming from, so we're fairly close to that. Not enough fetch for waves to start kicking up. The wind would be going the same direction as the current, so it'll keep our bow into the wind, and we should be fairly well protected. And on top of it, the winds at this point are only supposed to be 20 to 25 mile an hour sustained. I don't know what they would gust to, but I think we're going to be okay here. So it was quite a few days of running, long days to get up to here, and it would be nice if we could just completely cleared the storm, but it is what it is. I think we'll be okay here. But in the meantime, the storm's not due to hit for another couple days. So we've got a couple days of sunshine and no rain, and the thing we like about this location is this beach right here. And don't know how this got to be here. It's just this big sand dune. We're in fresh water, and hopefully maybe we'll get to take a dinghy ride and show you what's on the other side of that sand dune. It's even cooler. So it's a nice place to anchor and just enjoy swimming and sunning and picnicking and whatever you want to do on shore is pretty nice. Thanks for watching.